So guys, today we're going to be doing a breakdown of the dev live stream that happened yesterday. Sorry, I'm a bit ill, so I'm going to be sounding a bit weird in this video, but we're going to go over all the details like the brand new activity coming inside of Act 2, some other stuff coming with Act 2, the brand new Rite of the 9 activity coming with Act 3, and a whole lot of other stuff. So let's jump into the first thing here, being the brand new Court of Blades activity with Act 2. This is similar to the Court of Oryx activity that we got in Destiny 1, but it's basically just a boss rush style mode where you'll be in the Court of Oryx area, you'll go through the portal and you'll be defeating some bosses. There's going to be some augmentations you can pick up to buff your character in certain ways, make your build crafting your own and stuff. It looks really, really cool. And there's also some brand new weapons as well coming with Act 2, one of them being the brand new bow, which you're seeing here in the gameplay, a brand new void bow. And they also talked about a brand new strand glaive, and then also I believe they mentioned stuff about an arc sidearm, the void SMG. Maybe it's not Void SMG, I'm not 100% sure. A brand new SMG, and I think there was one other weapon that I can't remember the name of, but I already made a separate video going over all the weapons, so if you want to watch that, you can. Core Blades, once again, coming with Act 2, which does go live next week. Alongside that, with next week, also comes Guardian Games, which also seems to be getting a boss rush style mode. Seems to be different from the constant going into the strike playlist and getting some stuff done in there. So it seems to be like some good changes are happening with the seasonal events, which is very good to see. And there's also some brand new armor sets which you can get from the Eververse store, which look really, really cool. They're all like gladiator themed, and you can get those for bright dust or silver. And then the hunter in this image is also wielding the brand new trace rifle, which you can get from the Guardian Games event this year. Alongside that, we also get a look at the brand new artifact for Act 2. We see that there is mainly a focus here on trace rifle style perks. There's a whole lot of stuff there going to be buffing your trace rifle, like overload trace rifle. I believe there was one that increases elemental damage when it matches your super or something like that. So a whole load of trace rifle themed mods there coming with the Act 2 artifact. And then one final thing to mention about Act 2 is that Barrow Diad, the exotic mission SMG from this episode, is going to be receiving its first 2 catalysts with Act 2's launch. So if you haven't done the quest steps already to unlock that exotic mission, I once again have a guide on that, so you can go and get that done ready for Act 2's launch and getting your hands on those 2 brand new catalysts. Now, moving away from Act 2, let's talk some Act 3 stuff, mainly the Rite of the 9 event, which is going to be going live with Act 3, and it's kind of like a mini Into the Light style event, where the 9 will be taking center stage here. You'll be going to the Emissary, going back to that same hub location that we had for going flawless within the Trials of the 9 event back in OG Destiny 2. This event looks really, really cool. Seems to be giving you back the same like shiny weapons that we had with Into the Light. But the main difference here is that instead of going into Onslaught, you're instead going to be going into 3 main dungeons. Even if you don't own the dungeons, it seems like they'll just be added for free within this event. Those dungeons being Prophecy, Spire of the Watcher, and Ghosts of the Deep. Alongside that seems to be 4 weapons from each dungeon are going to be getting this reprised shiny weapon treatment. There's going to be the base forms, which have a new look to them just generally, and there's going to be shiny versions as well, which have this like galaxy effect on them, which looks so cool. And I believe you'll mainly be getting those from doing the harder difficulty dungeons, which I believe they called like ultimatum mode. But there's also 2 other modes. There's like an entry exploration mode, so if people haven't done the dungeons before or haven't done a dungeon ever, that's going to be an entry mode for them. And then there's also an intermediary mode for those who know how to do a dungeon but also don't want to go into the hardest difficulty version. Now, I believe that these shiny weapons are probably going to come from either the middle version or the highest difficulty version. And I believe the highest difficulty version was compared to something of the contest mode dungeons that they've done recently. And you'll also be able to attune to these specific weapons. So if you really, really want one specific one, you'll be able to attune to it and it will drop more frequently. Hopefully these weapons come with really good perks, because I remember especially the Spire of the Watcher weapons didn't really have anything all that great on them, so these weapons should be getting brand new perks, including a brand new origin trait called Gravity Well, which states, I believe, that reloading will like gather nearby ammo, which is really, really cool. And also the shiny weapon, if I didn't mention already, gives like a galaxy looking effect, so those adepts are going to be very much worth going after. Alongside that, they also mentioned about like a whole load of emblems also coming with this event. They didn't show off what the emblems themselves looked like, but there's going to be emblems, and there's also going to be a brand new title for this event as well. I think they said like Dungeon Delver or something, but that wasn't 100% confirmed as the title name. And also inside of this social space here, I'm noticing a giant chest right next to the emissary, who's going to be the main vendor for this new event. Don't know what that chest entails, or if you'll be able to climb the spire like you did back in the Trials of the Nine event. But either way, this event looks really, really cool. They're going to be going live in Act 3. I'm guessing this will be something to tide us over before the next expansion comes around. And then to end off the dev live stream, they talked about a brand new PvP mode. I believe they said coming with Act 3, which is called Heavy Metal, which is going to be you either controlling a brig or a Drake tank and just having fun with that. Looks very much like a Combined Arms style mode with a brand new map, a very big map, and it's going to be really, really fun controlling a brig for the first time. Seems like they've added some new things like movement tools for the Drake tanks as well. You'll be able to like jump off ramps and stuff and hit some really funny shots. So there's going to be a whole load of good clips to come from that, and it just looks like a really fun mode, which they'll be adding later, I believe, in Act 3. And that's basically all the major new stuff coming with Act 2 and 3 of Heresy. If you want to watch the dev live stream in full, I'll have it linked down in the description, but it's just my quick breakdown of all the major important things. That's what I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because it really does help me out here a ton. And with that said, I'll catch you all in the next one.